Greetings all you maniacs and minds on our grinds. Welcome back to another Warframe weapon showcase. Today we are going to be looking at the Sobek. The Sobek is a shotgun that is pretty good, but does have some glaring issues. And I really would love a kuva variant. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So here's my build, and yes, I have a Riven for it. That's the kind of only way that I see making this weapon stupidly powerful. I mean, of course, Rivens, but disposition 5 out of 5. So this is my Riven. The most important thing here is status chance, because at base, 27% status, meaning even with all 4 dual status mods, so you just throw all of them on here. So close, yet so far. Modus setup would fix that, obviously, but where is the augment for this weapon? Because the augment is kind of cool. Where are you? God damn it! It's in here somewhere. It just gets rid. Okay, so shattering justice. Okay, so plus 20% base status chance and plus 1 justice. Justice does an AoE of blast damage and also heals you. So that's really cool. So you can use this weapon to heal you pretty significantly. I will just say the Vacor Heck's better for that, and the Vacor Heck is stronger. Well, the Vacor Heck is a crit shotgun, and this is a status shotgun that's mostly impact. So there's that. Anyway, so you would have to do something like this for 100% status, and that leaves you with very little options up here. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. That's why I have this Riven. So my Riven is damage to corpus, toxin, status chance, minus critical chance. Now, obviously, there's no such thing as crit on this weapon, so who cares? But, yeah. Also, Seeking Fury is here for punch through and to remedy some of the reload speed, because this thing has a 2.7 second reload speed at base. And Shotgun Spaz is here because, well, this is a slow-ass shotgun. What could they do to make this weapon so much better if they make a kuva variant? Well, first off, make the status chance from 27% to like at least 35 or 40%. I'm saying that because this whole status chance shotgun bullshit where the shotgun has 30% status, meaning you need all 4 dual stat mods except for the kuva comb. The kuva comb is the only, well, also the comb is the only like pellet-based shotgun in the game that doesn't give 2 fucks about status. Anyway, as I was saying, all 4 dual stat mods. Not everyone has Shell Shock. You might have Toxic Barrage and Scattering Inferno and Frigid Blast, because these are actually fairly easy to get your hands on. Frigid Blast, I think, comes from Spy Vaults. Same thing with Scattering Inferno. Actually, I know for a fact Scattering Inferno comes from Spy Vaults. And Toxic Barrage is from Corrupted Vor in the Void. So, not horrible to get your hands on, honestly. Also, this thing comes with no polarities. And Shell Shock, you can get it from Nielgar. But good fucking luck. Now, I could put another form in here and put something here, and what I would recommend you do is put on Shotgun Aim Mutation, especially if you use this with like Goss or someone to make this thing go stupid fast. Vigilante Supplies would also be kind of cool, but only if you have a Riven that gives you status and crit. But, yeah. Anyway, long-winded explanation out of the way. How well does this thing do against Corrupted Heavy Gunners level 130? Don't worry, I'll also do a build without the Riven. Yeah. Pretty powerful, and you see it just rips armor off. The armor of enemies just gets fucking obliterated. It's kind of like the fucking Strun Wraith in that aspect, where it just absolutely destroys armor incredibly quickly. But I'd say this is a bit better than the Strun. Not only just because it's auto, but because the reload speed is so much faster, and it's not this, you know, one shell at a time. It doesn't feed via tube, it feeds via clip. So, anyway. Now, my Riven is very flexible because I could also put gas on this, or I could put viral heat, but there's no slash, so it's not going to do very, very well, but I will say at lower levels, viral heat will do just fine, and especially against Corpus, viral heat will do just fine. So let's build this weapon with a mindset that we don't actually have. These are my mandatory shotgun mods, by the way, that I don't have a Riven. So you would obviously need to put on all the dual stat mods, and you would have to put on the augment. So Shattering Justice. Move these around so I get Corrosive Blast. Okay, Blast Corrosive. Now, obviously, you could get rid of, say, Seeking Fury and then put on Contagious Spread, so that way Corrosive is proccing more than Blast. But, honestly, Punch Through is so good. So, to make this viable, I have to use Harrow, so the enemies don't get knocked over. Don't worry, I won't use any of Harrow's Insanity buffs. So, it does work without a Riven, but it's not that great. It really is not that great. Let's actually get rid of Seeking Fury, and let's just go ahead and put on Contagious Spread, so that way, can it not? There we go. So that way Corrosive is going to be proccing way more than Blast. This is the biggest reason that shotguns I feel need a rework, because this whole 100% status needed for pellets is annoying as fuck. So look at that. Half a clip, level 130 is dead. And this is like, I think, an MR10 weapon. So, yeah, it's just a little bit slow. Then I'm going to use Harrows too to make it faster. This works, and also that Steel Meridian buff will be giving you health and stunning enemies with the explosion, so that's not bad. That's pretty good. I do kind of wish I could put Shattering Justice in the Exilus slot, but it'll obviously still strip armor. So, the Sobek is a good weapon. Okay, it's a good shotgun. It's very powerful, but you kind of have to have a Riven for it, and I fucking hate saying that. I absolutely fucking hate saying that, because I hate Rivens. I really do not like Rivens. I think Rivens are probably one of the worst things that happen in the game, but also it does help out some weapons and makes them see a little bit more use without DE having to constantly release more and more variants of similar weapons. All this being said, let's go nuts with Mirage. Now I got to make sure I put on the right one. Not the Explosive Ledgerman Mirage, but my buff Mirage. That literally has like 10% more power strength, but whatever. Leave me alone. So, 434% bonus. Yeah, this really shouldn't surprise anyone. Now, I mentioned Gauss. I want to show you what happens when this thing gets into Gauss's hands. So this is my Gauss build. I'm going to be doing a full-on Warframe's ins and outs on Gauss, but I thought I'd just give you a sneak peek of my build. So I'm going to have to take a minute here. Okay, y'all ready to see fucking like AC 130 shit? It doesn't sound like a shotgun anymore. It sounds like a fucking flat cannon. Yeah. I hate how the shells just fucking vanish. I wish they were, like, on the ground. I think that'd be kind of cool. But, I can understand why they didn't do that. So, overall, the Sobek, it's a very good shotgun. I mean, if you have a good Riven for any shotgun, it is going to be pretty fucking powerful. But the thing is, I really hate needing 100% status before multi-shot with pellet-based shotguns, so they can at least proc some status. I hate it. And I really do wish that, first off, we get Prime Blunderbuss, because this would help out quite a few shotguns, actually. This would make the Kuva Comb even more overpowered than it already is. The Kuva Comb is the strongest shotgun. I don't care what anyone says. I don't think anything comes close to the sheer power that the Kuva Comb has. I even did the Kuva Comb versus Tigris Prime, and of course the Kuva Comb won. Surprising fucking no one, hopefully. Another Prime motto we would need: Seeking Fury. Give us Prime Seeking Fury already, you fucking cowards. Because this would make all shotguns reload faster and have more punch through. Win-win, because this on the Boar Prime, goddamn need that. Because the Boar Prime is a great shotgun, but my god, is it the most slowest thing to reload ever. Anyway, I would really like to roll this thing better. Honestly, here's what I'd recommend going for this thing. After status chance on your Sobek Ribbon, if you have one, hopefully. I don't know how much an unrolled one goes for. You'd have to check that out yourself. I don't pay attention to these things. After status, I'd say toxin or electricity is definitely a good thing, or heat, but honestly, I think toxin would be better. And then maybe like sheer damage or a multi-shot, and then like minus something. Minus like ammo maximum. Actually, that could be problematic if you don't have shotgun aim mutation on it. Minus impact, I guess it'd be okay, but I don't see you being able to make this thing into a slasher. Not that's a big issue, because this thing is designed to rip armor off, especially with this build. And also, if you build this thing with viral heat, it's going to destroy Corpus. And in fact, I want to really quickly do a viral heat setup. And, yeah. So, I don't think it's going to really do well. Yeah. Oh, but viral and heat, that's a good combo. Against Corpus it is. But against Grenier, with the way this weapon works and the fact that it doesn't have any slash. If this thing was slash focused, oh my goodness. Not saying that every single weapon in the game needs to be slash focused, for fuck's sake. I don't know why a lot are coming out. It's like, oh, because if it doesn't have slash, it's garbage and no one's going to use it. Like, come on, DE. Anyway. That's the Sobek. I really love this shotgun. I wasn't sure about it like the first few times I had it, but I finally just like committed to it because I had nothing better to do, honestly, and I had a Riven for it, a really good Riven for it. And yeah, it works very, very well. You're going to have to sink at least 4 form into this thing if you have a Riven. I'd say 3 if you don't have a Riven, but that's just me. But we need a kuva variant of this thing, because this thing deserves to be stronger. It's a goddamn auto shotgun that's like an AA-12. Come the fuck on. So that's all I got to say about the Sobek. Hopefully soon, or sooner than later. Well, maybe later, because we just got 3 new kuva weapons. Hopefully we'll get a kuva Sobek or a Sobek Wraith. I think that'd be cool. So thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, Drobe, we trust.